Glory to Ukraine, glory to brave Ukrainian army. We will definitely win. Ukraine stands, Ukraine fighting for the democracy of the whole world, especially for its neighbors. Rose season already started, although this night here in my region and especially in my garden, or namely in my garden, we've had frost. Not severe one, but car glass. It was covered in the frost, by frost, and my hydroneas, my other plants which are not so deeply resistant to the frost, they have demonstrated signs of this frost, but not roses. Some roses which have pretty young leaves, they also shown some signs of this frost, but luckily and happily not all of them, not most of them. Here, this is John Cabot. This is Canadian selection, Canadian breeder, and Canadian breed roses, bred roses. They became more and more popular in Ukraine because of the resistance to their hardiness. First of all, they even could be USDA zone 2 or 3 or even 4, and this all of these zones, they are feeling pretty good in Ukraine. They do not require additional coverage, additional winter protection. So we try to plant such selection, such roses from Canadian breeders. Because we have pretty frosty winters, especially in some regions. One of the first starting bloomers, this is John Cabot. It has pretty bright color, as you can see, pretty. I even call it neon pink because it is even like bright, lightning, or very bright, and looks like lightning is coming from the flowers, from the petals. This should be bush. This is its second season in my garden, and it's not very big yet, but I expect it will be bigger, it will be wider, and it will be more generous. It has fragrance. Fragrance is pretty noticeable, pretty good felt, not very strong, not 10 of 10, but maybe 5 of 10 or even more. Pretty good felt. One more beauty. This is also from Canada. Pretty old bred, 1941, something like that. And this is Therese Bugnet. This is also shrub and hybrid rugosa, and it I think, because yesterday it was in much more better condition, and now I see that some flowers, some petals became faded and became, you see how they are like under influence of the sun, but not this is influence of its morning frost. So it was damaged, at least partially, not the whole bush, of course, and luckily I still have a lot of flowers to impress and to take look, and more to come. We have a lot of buds here, a pretty generous one, also the second season in my garden, very hardy, nice and tender pink, and it also has fragrance, but most, as far as I know and as far as I think, most hybrid rugosas, they have fragrance, pretty noticeable fragrance. So a lot of beauty is on its way. We have insects. I don't know how it's called in English. Please help me with this. I think it's also maybe familiar to you, this insect which damage buds, flowers. We have some organic ways to fight with them, but unfortunately we don't have organic and not many ways to fight with our enemy, and Russia terrorist state, they proceed to terrorize attacks. They hit and they terrorize Kharkiv city, not only Kharkiv city but mostly Kharkiv city with this coordinated air bombs. Yesterday, during previous day, they have launched 118 coordinated bombs, and bigger part of them was launched against Vovchansk. This is small city in Kharkiv region, and it's front line during the last couple of days. So yeah, one more beauty, Therese Bugnet, and couple of more varieties. I am trying to look for what to demonstrate next, which varieties to demonstrate next. From this view is more spectacular than from previous point. This is John Cabot, pretty tender pink, and this both varieties which I have demonstrated and now demonstrating, they suit very well some exhibition places, some landscape. They could be used as a landscape variety, as a central part of your garden. Of course, it depends on your taste and on your plants of the garden. Twilight Zone, one more beauty, and it is grandiflora, but it is not so nice and so pretty now. I think because of pretty early buds starting to bud, because it was already in February. I have seen very tiny buds, and of course February is not good weather to start growing buds. So these buds which started to grow later in April, they would give bigger flower and flower in maybe nicer quality. But this variety has pretty good color, pretty intense color, pretty deep color, especially during the first wave, and it will be pretty different during the second wave. And thanks to taking photos and videos, I could compare these two colors of the same bush, of the same flowers between flushes, and sometimes it's hard to believe that these flowers from the first flush and second flush, they are from the same variety and same bush. Yeah, and Aptite also started to bloom. They are always blooming together with Twilight Zone, Aptite, Twilight Zone, Minerva. They are three pretty similar in color, but of course with some difference in shades, difference in fragrance, because all three of them very fragrant. Yeah, one more beauty, maybe even a little bit damaged by the frost, this night frost, unfortunately, but we could not cover them against frost. It's not so easy task. So yeah, spring starting to bloom very soon. Golden border will be blooming pretty generously. A lot of buds here. Some of them started to show their bright yellow color. This variety has pretty good resistance against main diseases, and you see how generous clusters are. A lot of buds, and hope that they will open. I will help with some nutrition for them to open all of their buds. Thanks for your attention. Till the next video, and bye.